My name is Adam Asplund. I was born in Prescott, born into a family that didn't believe in Jesus. We didn't really believe in much of anything. I was probably about 10 years old when I decided I didn't believe in God. I remember right on the square when they do the Christmas lightings downtown, my family would picket. We would protest because it was too Christian. And that was the context of my life growing up. And it progressed from there, doing what you do when there's no God and when there's no eternity. I would just live for myself. I was 13 years old. I started doing drugs, doing anything I could get my hands on. Started sleeping around after that, and ultimately just living selfishly. I would have friends, but it was always on my own terms. I would make people think I was a nice guy, but ultimately, there was at least a touch of selfishness in it. There was something twisted. There was what the Bible calls sin. I kept living my life this way, thinking this is how everybody does it. This is just life as it is. It wasn't long until I started actually cutting myself just because I wanted to feel something. I needed something in my life, just dips, spikes and troughs of happiness, highs, and just lows of anxiety and torment in my mind. But I thought that was normal. And I just kept living that way, declaring that there's no God. It wasn't until I was about 23 years old I decided, maybe there's something out there. I was hungry for something more. The life I've been living didn't give anything to me. I just needed more. I started looking, there's got to be something out there. I started looking into philosophies, started looking into Buddhism, I looked into Islam, I looked into paganism, I looked absolutely everywhere except Jesus Christ. I'd written him off over a decade ago. That can't be it. And I was looking and just getting hungrier, but nothing satisfied, nothing answered the major questions in life. It wasn't until I was told by someone just to read the Bible. I picked up a hitchhiker one day. He said, "Hey, you're looking for the truth? Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John." And I did. For the first time, I'm like, okay, I'll see who this Jesus guy is. And I started reading the Bible and just got blown away. I remember thinking, who is this Jesus guy? How can he take my sin from me? How can he fix my heart? How can he cleanse my mind? How is any of this possible? And I just started reading it, and just the Holy Spirit on the inside started telling me this is true. And I believed it. It made sense. All the torment in my life had been caused only by the things I had done. And not only was it hurting me, it was putting space between me and God that I could never cross. I was shaking my fist at God all my life, going my way, and I could never expect to get to heaven doing that. So one day I just decided, I believe, God, that I'm a sinner, and I told him this. I prayed, Jesus, I believe that you died for me to forgive me of my sins, and he did. From that moment on, I know God looks at me differently, and he's taken up residency in my heart. I know that the creator of the universe is changing me. I look back at how I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last week, and it's so different. He's moving me forward to something so much better. I've got confidence, I've got peace. Instead of spikes and troughs of happiness and depression, I've got a consistency of peace in my life. And I get to go to heaven. And the life in the meantime is an adventure that I don't deserve, but I get. My name's Adam, that's my life, 180.